We had to take everything from the attic. We have a lot of things around the house. It really stressed me to look at this. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I don't record in, I think probably 3 months, 2 months. 2 months and a half probably, and honestly this is really weird. Back in January I feel that I was already used to record. It felt quite natural. Right now it feels very weird. Recording, speaking in English, all this. And since I haven't been putting videos or vlogs, I decided to give a little update, what happened in these months, talk a little bit. I'm going to do my makeup right now to get ready while I talk with you. Let me put my hair behind so I can completely see my face to do my makeup. And the reason that I stopped posting in January was because in the city that I live, here in my hometown, there was like depression. I think that's what I call this phenomenon. And just give you a little bit of explanation so you can understand what happened. There were really strong winds in here, and after this happened, we didn't have water, we didn't have electricity, we didn't have also communications. So, and this happened not only in my city but other cities like around, and besides this a lot of homes had damage. Part of our roof was not there anymore. We had like a big hole in the roof. And I have to tell, like, the first day I was not quite feeling the impact that it was. It just felt really weird. I was not really stressed. I just feel so kind of numb. Also, me and my sister feel that our way to process this was making jokes. And that week was very stressful. And I know that I'm talking about this in a very lightweight, with a very light mood, but it's already been like 2 months since that happened, and our roof is kind of fixed. We will have to put a new roof. However, we don't have like big holes in the roof anymore. It doesn't really rain inside except some drops, but it is way better than it was. The first night, the way that we repaired it, we bought some plastics and we put it in the roof. That first few days I feel that it hadn't rained much, thankfully, honestly. We spent the first 4 days taking everything that we had in an attic. We had a lot of stuff in there, like a lot of stuff, so it took us 3-4 days to take everything, and well, we had to take everything from there because if it rains, it will damage the things that we had in there. And also we wanted to put plastic on the floor, try to make the damage not as big when it rained, and honestly, worked perfectly, thankfully. Well, that process was very exhausting. Thankfully, a friend of my boyfriend found someone in another city in the north that had the roof tiles the same that we have, because the ones that we have, they don't make it anymore because they are old. So we were looking for someone that used to have that roof tiles and change the roof and in some way keep those roof tiles. And honestly, we were only able to get those roof tiles thanks to friends. My sister had a friend that lived in a city that was near, so that friend went there and picked the roof tiles, and then the boyfriend of my young sister went there to pick up the roof tiles and come back. And honestly, it was such a big help because we spent the entire day making repairs and everything. And the next day we were able to kind of repair and fix a little bit the roof, and it was like in such a great timing because the next day it started raining so much. So it was a very exhausting week. After that week, the only thing that I wanted to do was do nothing and rest. And during the entire month of February, when I was not at work, I spent the entire day reading, and I read the entire series of Actor, and I love it, honestly, I love. But then that's not the point in here. So I did nothing in February, and during March Every single day I thought to myself, I need to start recording again and making vlogs, but I was not used to do this anymore. So every single day I say, tomorrow I'll do that, tomorrow I'll do that. Guess what? I never did, but I'm finally back. I'm finally recording videos again. And my idea was today to give you this little update and also organize my house, because since we had to take everything from the attic and we had a lot of stuff, we have a lot of things around the house. And even though my mom has been doing a great job and going through some stuff, seeing what we want to keep, what we don't want, and all that, which honestly, it is the only positive thing out of all this. One of my goals for 2026 was to completely organize and clean my attic. And guess what? It is completely organized because we have nothing in there. So that goal, it is kind of checked. However, everything that we had in the attic, we had to put somewhere in the house. There were some things that while we were doing it, we already threw away because there were things that were really old. But there are a lot of things that we keep, and we have to go through those boxes and everything that we keep to see what we want to keep, what we don't want to keep, and organize everything and put everything in somewhere. However, I have been kind of ignoring how the house it is, at least that part, and I really need to start to organize everything so our house stops looking a mess. So as I was saying, my idea was today to give you this update and then organize. However, it is already afternoon and I need to go to work, and tomorrow I will try to spend as much time as possible organizing all these things. So the next clip, it's going to be tomorrow. It is the next day, and as I told you, my idea for today was to spend the entire day before going to work organizing as much as possible. I have 1 hour left before having to leave the house to go to work. So we have to make this work, and my idea for this hour, it is to try to organize as much as possible in this space. I feel that you cannot really tell, like, it seems obviously untidy and unorganized. Just a reminder, we had to take everything that we had upstairs in the attic, and the only thing we were worried about was to take everything from there. So we didn't care where we put stuff, in terms of we were not like putting stuff and organizing at the same time, because we just want to do that as quick as possible, because obviously it was like raining in the attic and our priority was to try to fix the roof, and to be able to do that we had to take everything from the attic. Basically, when we took everything from there, we didn't care where we put stuff, we had to put everything where we could. So we put a lot of stuff in here, and I really want to organize this because first of all, we have here some wardrobes and drawers, and I have my spring and summer clothes in there. So I need to be able to get to the drawers, and right now, like, it's very difficult. Second, I have here my indoor bicycle, and even though I'm being able to use the bicycle and exercise in the morning when I want, let's be honest, this is not like the best environment to work out, in terms that it's very messy. It really stresses me to look at this. So let's start to try to organize this. This is so messy that I really don't know where to start. I have a lot of books in there. I'm going to put my bike in there so I can move better around here. I think I'm going to start by taking all the books that I have in there and put in a bookshelf that we have in there. I have here books that I used to read when I was really young, and honestly it is, I don't know, so nostalgic. I feel so happy looking at this, and I'm so happy that my mother kept all these books from when we were young. She actually kept a lot of stuff. She kept most of the books and also a lot of toys that we used to play. Like she kept some puzzles, a lot of dolls, things that were in good condition. And I took all the books from here, which is great. One thing that I really want is to be able to get in here, because we are going to put some stuff that we have in here back in the attic. We are trying to avoid to put things in the attic. However, there are some things that they have to go to the attic, like beds that are still in good shape but we are not using right now. But everything that we put in the attic, we'll try to make sure that everything is fine and it is in good shape, and it is things that we cannot like put somewhere like in here. So we have in here more parts of the bed. We want to be able to get in there. We have here some shoes, and I'm going to put in here. So we are trying to find space to everything. These are parts of our vacuum that we were looking for. We didn't know where it was. This is a part of a roof tile. We found it finally. The last month we were looking for this. We didn't know where it was. Now I can put this near the vacuum. I can't get in there right now, so I'm going to put in here. Oh, these are things to wrap gifts, so we can put these upstairs, because I'm going to put everything that it is Christmas related upstairs. Makes no sense to keep that in here. These are more Christmas things, but honestly we don't use these anymore. I will check with my mom if she wants to keep this. Yeah, here more Christmas decoration. Here we have all my Christmas things. Great. This box, it is organized. I know everything that it is in here. This is going straight to the attic with this. Finally we can get in here, which is great. So probably I will try to put later when I arrive home after work. I will try to take everything from here and put in the attic. I don't have time right now, just trying to check what I can take to the attic, what we want to take. I have a lot of toys in here. This is a box full of cars. I need to see this with my mom. I think we have here some baby clothes, and I know my mother already found some and put in a box, so I'm going to put this in here to check with her. I don't have much time right now, so I'm only going to put upstairs this box with Christmas things, and the rest of the stuff, the bed frames that we have in there, I will put upstairs when I arrive home. In this way there's less things in here. I'm going being honest with you, it is not the next day. I'm going to finally start organizing this place where I am. I'm going to show you later how this looks. And I have to tell you, it doesn't look as bad as it was before. My mom already started organizing this, and even though when I'm showing you this, I know that it looks really messy, still it has a lot of stuff in here. Every time we didn't know where to put something, and at the same time, like, we didn't want to throw it away, we want to keep it, but we're not using it. Everything we put in the attic. So in the end, there was a lot of stuff in there. I'm going to quickly show you how this looks. Right now, this looks like this, and I know it looks awful that it has a lot of stuff. For example, here in this corner, like behind these bags, we have chairs, so that's why it seems that it has a lot of stuff. These are boxes that are already organized, clothes from when we were young, they are fine, we want to keep it. There we have our travel bags. And for example, here we have some dishes. Right now our priority it is to try to organize everything that it is in here. And one way to fix everything was just to put everything in an attic again. But we are trying to avoid to do that. This is a process. I'm gonna be honest, I would love to say that my goal was to have everything completely organized until the end of May. But I know that's not a realistic goal. If this was the only thing that I had to do, like during this month, obviously yes, I think it was possible, but it's not. So I would love to have everything completely organized until the mid of August. I think that will be perfect, and I think it is realistic. Right now, what we want to do it is take this from here. This is going to go upstairs. No, this is from my old bed. We don't have that bed anymore, so I think we are not going to keep this. This, I'm not really sure what my mom would to do with this door. This is my Christmas tree, so this can go upstairs. I'm going to start by taking everything from here because we have a dresser in the hall and we want to put that in here. In this way we can put in that dresser some stuff and take things from boxes and all that. This is going to be a very long process of organizing everything. If you like organizing videos, resets, organizing your life, getting your life back together, please subscribe to the channel because I bring those types of video a lot. First of all, I feel that I'm constantly trying to get my life back together, and I love to do resets every time that I can and it's possible. And again, I feel that I'm constantly trying to organizing things because I'm not very good to keep things organized. So this also, if you like this type of content, please subscribe my channel. And now let's do this. Part about organizing this, it is to find things you used to play with, you used to use when we were younger, or in my case also paints, things that I painted when I was younger. And I think like it is so fun. I think I painted this when I was in 6th grade. It's not bad, it's not good also, but I don't think that it is bad. I also found this that I painted when I was in, I don't know, it doesn't have the year in here, but again, I think I was probably in 5th grade, 6th grade also. And I painted this to gift my sister. I don't know if it was in Christmas or her birthday. I don't know what I'm going to do with these paintings. One side of me is like, I'm not going to put this like anywhere. I'm not going to put this in the wall. But at the same time, I don't want to throw these away because it's like, it's so fun to look at. In here we have some dishes that I already have place to put them downstairs. So I'm going to take all these dishes from here. And I also have a box in here with some Christmas stuff, so that's going definitely upstairs. I already have some of my Christmas stuff in there, so that's definitely going there. There's also this that I know I can look into. This bag has some old Christmas things, and like I don't think we want to keep this, so I'm going to put this together with those glasses. Just check with my mom to make sure we don't want to keep this. We also have these lots. I want to see if they are cute. Okay, the answer was kind of obvious. It's so old that it doesn't work, but I wanted to check quickly. Yes, this is the same set. You know what this is? I'm just going to take this from here, and now I'm going to take this box upstairs. I know today I didn't organize as much, at least as I wanted. I expected to spend like a day in here. So I'm not going to do anything else today because I will have to leave for work in a few minutes. So I'm going to finish this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. And if you did, please subscribe and leave a like. And if you like these types of organizing videos and tidy up and all this stuff, please subscribe because I'm certain we will have more videos like this for the next month. I'm certain in most of the vlogs we will tidy up something. That's it. Thank you so much again, and I will see you in my next video.